There's an execution method so horrifying that historians deliberately removed it from the records. For centuries, rulers used this technique to send a message that would echo through generations. The screams could be heard for miles. The suffering lasted for days. And when it was finally over, authorities made sure no one would ever speak of it again. What made this method so terrifying that entire civilizations chose to forget it ever existed? The practice was called scaphism, derived from the Greek word for boat. Persian executioners would trap a condemned prisoner between two narrow boats or hollowed tree trunks, with only their head, hands, and feet exposed. The victim would be force-fed milk and honey until violent diarrhea set in. Then more honey would be poured over their exposed body parts, attracting every insect within range. Before the physical torture even began, victims faced days of psychological torment. They knew exactly what was coming. Ancient texts describe prisoners begging for a quick death by sword or fire instead. Some tried to provoke their guards into killing them immediately. The anticipation of what was about to happen broke many minds before the actual execution started. Once sealed inside, the real horror commenced. Flies, wasps, and beetles swarmed the honey-covered flesh within hours. The forced feeding continued, creating a pool of human waste that the victim had to sit in. Dehydration set in despite the milk, as the body desperately tried to process the unnatural diet. The sun beat down mercilessly on the immobilized prisoner, cooking them slowly in their wooden prison. By the second day, insects began laying eggs in the open wounds created by constant biting and stinging. Maggots hatched and started consuming the living flesh. The victim remained conscious through most of this, unable to move, unable to brush away the creatures devouring them alive. Historical accounts describe the sound of thousands of insects feeding as a constant, maddening buzz. The Greek historian Plutarch recorded the execution of a soldier named Mithridates, who killed a royal prince. His scaphism lasted 17 days. Guards were ordered to keep him alive as long as possible, removing the boats periodically to force-feed him and ensure he didn't escape through death. When they finally opened the boats for the last time, his body was unrecognizable, consumed from the inside out. Scaphism wasn't just about killing someone. It served as the ultimate deterrent. Public executions were positioned where entire cities could hear the screams. The prolonged nature meant the message lasted for weeks. Anyone who considered betraying the Persian Empire had to contemplate this fate. The method combined every human fear: helplessness, insects, disease, and slow decay while fully conscious. After the fall of the Persian Empire, references to scaphism began disappearing from official records. Medieval scholars who copied ancient texts often omitted the descriptions entirely. Some historians believe the practice was so disturbing that it threatened the moral authority of the civilizations that employed it. Others suggest that detailed accounts were destroyed to prevent the method from being replicated. Today, some historians question whether scaphism was actually practiced or if it was propaganda created by Greek writers to demonize their Persian enemies. However, the consistency of accounts across multiple independent sources suggests otherwise. The detailed medical descriptions of the decomposition process indicate eyewitness testimony rather than imagination. Archaeological evidence from Persian execution sites has revealed boat-shaped containers with disturbing residue. Scaphism influenced execution methods for centuries afterward, though none matched its calculated cruelty. The concept of using nature itself as the executioner appeared in various cultures. More importantly, it demonstrated how far human beings could go in inflicting suffering on one another. The deliberate erasure from history books shows that even ancient societies recognize some acts as too monstrous to preserve. Scaphism remains one of history's darkest chapters, a reminder of humanity's capacity for systematic cruelty. The fact that civilizations actively tried to erase it from collective memory speaks to its effectiveness as a terror weapon and its impact on those who witnessed it. If this disturbed you as much as it should, subscribe to explore more of history's hidden horrors that shaped our world.